I came to the realization that we as Christians, we can use films to start conversations with the unbelievers in a very interesting way, at least interesting to me. I mean, of course, there's always existed Christian films and movies, but I'm not talking particularly about Christian films. There are good Christian films which you can use, give them as a Christmas present and things like the Passion of the Christ, but many others also. But once I received a DVD movie called The Body, starring Antonio Banderas. I got this film from one of my family members who is not a Christian, and he told me that, Pasi, look at this film. I said, okay, Body, Antonio Banderas, the guy who plays Zorro, and things like that. Okay, interesting. And basically, I was surprised. It was a movie about a young Catholic priest who is sent from the Vatican to study a recent finding. They were doing some kind of diggings in Jerusalem, and they found ancient tomb from the 1st century. And in that tomb, there were bones of a crucified man. That's the setting of the film. And this young priest is sent to Jerusalem to study the find and to prove that it is not that those are not the bones of Jesus Christ. And the film introduces actually all the questions that you might think in a very nice way. Of course, a little bit action is in the middle, as always in this kind of films. But there are these discussions about what does it mean? What would it mean to Christianity? What would it mean to your faith if the bones of Jesus were found? And that touches the core of Christianity, namely the resurrection of Jesus. Could we have Christianity if Jesus rose just in a spiritual manner? If his bones were found? Are we just fooling ourselves? What would it do to our faith? All these questions are raised, and again, in a typical Hollywood style, you are not given the answers. But yet again, we as Christians, we do have answers to these questions. And when I returned that DVD to this my family member, for the first time in my memory, we had a serious discussion about what does the resurrection of Jesus actually mean? Why is it important to Christian faith? And why is it important that he rose bodily and not just spiritually?